Why is Brazil the main market you're focusing for impact investing?
So for first, the investment fund that we have created, Brazil is the perfect space to test our strategy, our thesis of investment, right? The investment thesis that we have is to really apply monies that can be used to unleash high growth in companies that are both very potential of being very profitable, but also the potential to create very strong positive externalities in the market. And Brazil is the perfect space for this. We have 112 million people that are part of the segment of low-income population in Brazil. These are families that at the end of the day now have a little bit of discretionary capital. So at the end of the month, the family has anywhere from 100 to 150 reais, but they still are excluded because they don't have a place to deploy that money to use basic services or to acquire basic products for them. So what am I saying is, at the end of the month you have 100 reais and your kid is still sick because you don't have a place to go and spend that 100 reais for that. And what we want to do is to create opportunities for productive capital, really bringing companies that are providing services in health, housing, education, financial services that are basic for the community that today is excluded, even though they have a little bit more capital in their pockets.
What is the main type of businesses you're investing in?
Okay, so we're investing in companies that are the potential of high growth, and we look at them with different things. First thing that we look at the potential for impact. Sometimes a company is not created from a perspective of going out and making the good impact that we're looking for, but they have the potential. So if that entrepreneur not only sees the potential, but sees that if the entrepreneur can become committed to that potential, to that impact, then it's a positive for us, and we move on with the company in terms of getting to know the company more. What we don't want is a company that has a potential but the entrepreneur is not committed, because that's going to change their strategies. And as you invest in a company and you think already on what kind of exit strategy that company is going to have, you need to understand that the entrepreneur will be aligned with you from the beginning, right? The second thing we look at are companies that are innovators. Not innovation from a perspective of Silicon Valley that sees innovation, for example, as a technology transversal. No, we're looking at innovative companies that can change the way an industry is behaving, that they're disruptive enough that they can come into the healthcare industry, for example, in Brazil, which is very expensive and not necessarily the most efficient industry, and companies that can provide better services in a different model, in different cost structure, and really make the rest of the companies that are there today change the way that they operate. We also look into companies that are scalable. So for us, and for the ticket size that we have to invest in these companies, we're looking into companies that can reach out millions of people. And we look also for the sustainability of the social model inherent to the business model. In other words, the more money this company is going to go out there and make, the more good the company is creating in their communities, in the environment.
In your opinion, what are the two big challenges that impact investing is facing in Brazil?
So I think the impact investing is new. So it's not just in Brazil, it's anywhere that something new comes in. There is sometimes the misperception that it's not a formal investment procedure, and that somehow you have less fiduciary responsibility, and it's not the case. So I think that the confusion between sometimes the investment side and the philanthropic side of the impact investing can create some confusion in the market, although I think that it's getting much better. And the other side is actually to have enough experienced investors in this space. So if you are creating a fund is a formal investment vehicle. Therefore, it's regulated, so you have to have that type of experience to grow. So we need to attract more fund managers in this space. We need to attract more professionals in this space. So then we have people that really treat this very seriously, and then will attract a larger capital. We need to get impact investing away from being a niche and becoming, having enough critical math that we're just a way of doing business, not necessarily a special way of doing business.
Good. Very good. Thank you very much.